Hey guys, how are you all doing? George back with another video. Something slightly different, just one box set, as you can see in the title anyway. It's the Pentangle. It's the first 6 albums. One of the albums was a double album, and all the albums have an extra album of outtakes, B-sides and live stuff to make up a double album. So their second album, the original double albums, ends up two double albums. I'll just read give you a wee bit of what the hype sticker's saying. Svart Records proudly presents folk's first supergroup, Pentangle, the 14 LP deluxe box set with expanded editions of their first 6 albums. The slipcase includes 22 recordings that were previously unreleased on LP, 7 gatefold sleeves replicating the original artwork, and a special gatefold holding a slip mat and a 64-page book filled with rare images and sleeve notes and things. So that's the box, quite a big box. Track listing of the 14 LPs. Pentangle, nice sturdy box. So it was released in 3 versions. I just got the black vinyl version, which is a wee bit cheaper, the cheapest option. Wasn't much more. The next option was a blue marble vinyl, I think, and the third option was a multicoloured thing, but not for me. They weren't much more expensive, but I'm happy with black. So you get this other gatefold, which you've got a slip mat for your turntable, and the booklet I've already taken out. I think it's 64 pages. It's the usual, every song is broken down, every album. So I'll just go through. We've got Bert Jansch, guitar and vocal, and John Renbourn, guitar and vocal. They were the 2 original band members. They were releasing records themselves, and they decided to form a band. We got along Jackie McShea on vocal, Danny Thompson on bass, and Terry Cox on drums. And these guys are all fantastic musicians. Danny Thompson, Terry Cox, they were playing jazz music. Bert Jansch and John Renbourn, they were heavily into the blues and jazz music also. Great musicians. So at the back of this little book, or big booklet, it gives you a rundown. Yeah, you can see some of it there. It gives every gig at the Pentangle played, and who was their supporting acts, or if they were supporting. You got people like Jimi Hendrix on this. They were rubbing shoulders with, obviously, Fairport Convention. Where are we? James Taylor, the Strawbs, Gary Bond, Fleetwood Mac, the Grateful Dead, they supported, Fillmore West. So these guys got around and they were highly respected. So a beautiful booklet giving you the history, interviews with them. You wouldn't want any more. It's quite an easy read. So I'll just go through the 7 double albums, and this is the first album, which I say was 1968. They were together for 5 years, recording together for 5. Iconic album sleeve. So yeah, the 6 albums, 4 were originally gatefolds anyway. So this 2 more were made into gatefolds, as this was to house the extra album. That's the gatefold we've got inside here. and they've all got custom sleeves. I had the 6 LPs, so I traded in with my local shop, and it helps pay for this. So Pentangle done they recorded a lot of their own music, but they done some blues standards, jazz standards, and done a lot of old traditional folk music also in their own style. So that's the first album, the Pentangle. I'm going to turn that down a little. Second album, which was the double album, Sweet Child. It's the original sleeve, and it was a live album. The first album was a live album, the second album was a studio album. And this is the live album. Just custom there, and I've got the tracks there. Yeah, the extra tracks were all, I can't remember, I said they were like generally B-sides, alternate takes, instrumental, and some live tracks also. So yeah, great album. And this is the second half of it, 2. Sweet Child 2. Same inside there, obviously different tracks, and this is the studio portion of Sweet Child. Yeah. There you go. Next up is the album we've got playing in the background here, and Basket of Light. And again, the customs. Oh well, it's on the turntable, but you've got the custom sleeve again with the songs on the reverse. So the first 5 albums were on Transatlantic, I think UK label. They were released in the States on Reprise. Their 6th album was released by Reprise, and they were contracted to do a 7th album, but they had broken up and decided they weren't going to do it, so, which was a shame. Now they went on to record 4 other LPs, but the band was breaking away gradually. John Renborn was the first to leave after the 6 albums. Then Danny Thompson, the double bass player, you hear him there, what a bass player, he went on to bass for John Martin. And finally, the last 2 vinyl albums was down to Bert Jansch and Jackie McShea. And they had various other musicians in, and they were spread over a bigger period of time on different labels. But anyway, the next album up, Cruel Sister. So 4 of the albums are the Pentangle, and the next 2 are just the Pentangle. Cruel Sister. And I think this album's mainly all just traditional folk songs done in their fantastic style. That's Cruel Sister, double album. Next off we have Reflection. So these were gatefolds anyway. Just the red and the blue sleeves of the cover. Should I insert again, Reflection. And last but not least is the Pentangle Solomon's Seal. Again, a lot of traditional folk songs done in their own style. Maybe about three of their own self-penned songs. There's a band there. 5 years together on the road and whatever. I think they were pissed off. Time to do something else. Great label. And yeah, Bert Jansch kept on doing solo albums and the odd Pentangle album. John Renbourn went on to do, he was, although they had started solo artists anyway, he carried on his solo career. And that's it really, 14 albums, really good value. It's not mastered by Kevin Gray, or they used the best tapes they could. They're probably digital. I think they are digital. They used the best tapes source they could get to use, and they all sound great. Good enough. So that's the Pentangle, the first 6 albums. Fantastic folk band. Okay then, hope you enjoyed that. I'll catch you around. Bye then.